Alright, in this section we're going to go over how to print a certain view or basically a digital map of what you've made to somebody. So we're gonna figure out how to print that. We're gonna figure out how to send basically a JPEG, just an image, to somebody via email. We're also going to get into checking what we're doing against Google Maps, and that's it. So we'll just jump right into it then. I'm going to open up a zoning proposal that we made in a previous course, and we're going to go over to that. And so basically our task is going to be that we are trying to send this proposal to somebody in the city council so that they can decide whether or not they want to make this zoning change. So this could be any type of project ever that you want to share with somebody. But in this case, this is what it is that we're going to try to send to somebody. So over here, if you go up to this section of four buttons here, so we have email, print, save image, and view in Google Maps. So if we hit save image, that allows us to create this legend of sorts. Well, we have a legend here, and we have also a map title that we can make, and we have a north arrow, and we have a legend that shows how wide of an area we're looking at. And you see as we zoom out, it shows what is relative. We can also add in places, roads, right? Because we want to know about this zoning change, we're gonna go ahead and build this out so that the city council can decide here. So we want to put in all of the things that would add to our overall product, if you will. So I'm going to say zoning change proposal 20 airport switch. So this is a 2020 airport switch. So we're switching where the airport is, and we're putting airport over here, and we're putting residential stuff over here. So we're going to try to change this legend. We're just going to hit refresh from view, and we're going to see if we can get it to line up the way that we want. So right now it looks like we have a bunch of stuff that we don't necessarily care about. So we're going to kind of remove everything from this legend because we don't want to have too much stuff that we don't want. So we're going to do a legend. We just want the proposed residential zones to show, the airport to show. We'll leave the convention center, and we'll leave, that'll be it. Okay, so we'll just do these areas right here, and we'll leave those. All right, and then actually, would really kind of like it if those could slide up, but I don't think we can get them to slide up. So don't worry about that. So now we have a title here, and we have a legend. So this is something that we can actually basically take a snapshot of and take it over. So we're going to pick the resolution that we want. So currently we have this resolution, but let's just say for the sake of whatever we want, our 720 HD, right, or 4K Ultra HD, or 1080. All right, so let's pick 1080. And so this shows you what it would look like in 1080. All right, so we're going to say that's the size of the TVs that they have in the city hall meetings, and this is what we want to display it on. So we want it to be a full, nice, wide display. So this is what we're going to pick, right? So with that, we have these map options. So if we want to turn off anything over here, like the compass or anything like that, we can do that, right? And then the styling, we can style these to be a little bit different, right? You see how we kind of dulled this out, and actually I like this one. So this kind of dulled out the map a little bit so that it's kind of more focused on those colors there instead of giving it the colorful map. We don't really need to see all that grass, right? So in this case, we're going to save image, right? And then we're going to call this zoning change. Bam, and we just saved it as a JPEG, and it'll process it over, and you see we have it right in here. And if we pop that open, this is going to be pretty big, but you can see right here, this is something that you can very clearly see and say, oh, okay, so this red right here is a proposed airport zone for 2020, and this is a proposed residential zone. Bam, there you go. Really easy to do, really convenient. If we want to email that to somebody, so let's say we want to go ahead and do that. We're going to say, hey, we're going to send a screenshot of the current view, right? And we're just going to hit email, and then I'm not going to log into it, but if you log into these, it's basically going to be like, okay, where do you want to send it? And send it over. So that's something that's like a built-in integration to Gmail or Microsoft Outlook, so you can just, by default, start sending your stuff that you need to send over right in there. Cool. Let's go and look at print. So print is very much the same as what we just did, except for this is where you're going to be able to save like a PDF. So PDF zoning change, right? We're going to be able to save a PDF from this, just like we did, just like we made the JPEG, right? But you have to go over here to print to be able to get that to work. So super easy. It'll take a minute, and that'll turn it into a PDF for you, and good to go on that. If you go over to actually print, right, then you can really just print the view straight off the way it is right there. And there's also some other printing options and map options in here as well. Like, let's say we want to get rid of the compass. We just click that, and the compass goes away in the bottom right hand corner right there. Okay, cool. So if you toggle one of these on or off, that's how you get rid of that view. And that is the basics to seeing and sending and creating those type of, like, you know, products that you would actually send to somebody, so you can show them exactly what you mean. If you wanted to cross-check this with any Google Maps information, because Google Maps does in fact have different stuff than Google Earth on some level. It's basically all the same stuff, but there's some different features than like the convention center. Maybe we'll look at that convention center and we'll see some feature about this we need to maybe look at it for our research. That is pretty cool to have right here, that we can, inside this area, quickly click on Google Maps and see what's going on inside that other data source that Google has linked for us there. So very cool. I hope this is informational and this helped you out, and stay tuned for the next video in the course.